Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
You know, some things I've like never really understood is like, so for example, we're told, so from say our parents and things, that when you go to the godbrother and you ask for the guru's help in something. So
yeah.
for example, like
exams,
yeah, right.
So,
so it happens, right? But
yeah.
then at the same time, I'm thinking like, if each person has like free will, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
And so when I go into an exam, and I think I read a question, say, and I put down my answer.
Yeah.
I put down my answer because that's what I think the answer is. I don't put down the answer because God's out there tampering with my brain or anything like that. So what? Why?
Where is God, by the way?
Well,
but go on.
okay.
I won't interrupt you.
Well, I'm okay. I'm just saying like it's because it's my free will. And it's not like it's not that someone else is messing with the way my thought process. Because if in theory I have free will, then no one's tampered with what's going on in there.
I think someone's already tampered with what's going on in there.
Okay.
It's just your concept of God is all wrong.
Okay.
God's here, right inside. The deepest part of you, the only bit of you that's real, is Vaigu. So deep inside here is where He is, right? So that the idea, when you say my will, my thinking, that's all coming from a sense of separation. Because remember, I tell you what Sikhi says is you've all got disease. We've all got disease. When I say I'm part of that, I've got that disease. Yeah. When I says Jojo dise so rogi. Everybody I see is diseased. They say. What's the disease now? Homme. When I say homme is the biggest disease we could have. Dira rog hai. It's like a fatal disease. You're going to die from it. What's this homme? Dira rog hai. When it says homme is ho means I. Me means me. I, me. I, me is a disease. The disease is we don't recognize that Vaigu is here right now. We're not separate from Vaigu. We're inside Vaigu. God is not out there. God is in here and everywhere. So what we are is just a soul. He is us. We're just trying to realize that and remember that. So when you say like how you think, how me, my thought, my answer, everything about where we are right now is almost predetermined. You might say, have I got free will, have I not got free will? It's hard to say. It's hard to say that. Because Vaigu made all of this happen. It's a bit of a conundrum. Because He made all of this happen. But the thing is, you might want to watch this video, it's called The Truth About God. It's like a cool video, but I'll share it if you want on your... Have you got a Facebook group or something? And what he says is, God, if anybody studies science here, I'm going to be a little bit technical here for a second, yeah? So my apologies for those that didn't, like those historians and English people, English, you might struggle with this. Not say you will, but you might. It's a bit scientific. Okay. So, the one made everything. The singularity made everything. But the one is, Aaj Sach Jugaad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Pi Sach. He is true at all times. So He's always been true. He's outside of time. Time is a dimension. So the one is true outside of time. Do you get this? So one is always true. Never at any moment is one not true. Do you get this? So you might say, well, I'm inside time, so at the beginning of time my history was written, my destiny was written. But God doesn't operate at the beginning of time. God didn't write the destiny at the beginning of time. God writes it all the time. God's not in time. So what we think, have I got free will or not free will? It's not that way that it was written. Where was it written? It's here right now. When I say that His pen is always flowing. He's not in time. He's ever present. If you had a watch that said God's time, it would just say now. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. It doesn't change. God doesn't change. Not subject to time. So it's a bit mentally outside because we are always about time. Sorry, I'll take that question second. We're all about time, right? So therefore you can't start thinking, when did God write my destiny? He's writing it every second. I know a message in mind. I didn't say it was going to mess your mind a little bit. So you're not going to get like now. The point I'm trying to make is where we are right now. We have free will. Yeah, I can look. I've got free will. I can do that if I want to. Yeah. So my immediate focus is to focus my actions towards walking towards God. But as I grow spiritually, if I grow more spiritually, I will understand that from the very beginning, it wasn't in my control. It was all written. It's two perspectives to the same thing. Initially, we have to act. When we become spiritually close to Him and lose the ego, we realize it was all Him in the first place. But if you start off here, thinking with that mentality, you won't get anywhere. Because you're fooling yourself. You've got to be real to what you know, how you feel. So how you feel means separated, then walk towards Him. As you become one, you realize it was all Him. It's perspective.
Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru.